Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some, well, interesting news because the brand new controversial Xbox update has now come out as of today. Now, this one's actually gotten a lot of scrutiny and a lot of people kind of critiquing it and calling it out. We've had even like big news organizations like Fox News actually go and call them out and be like, hey, what is going on with this? What's with this woke vibe? What's going on with Microsoft over here? And as of so far, it's actually officially live and rolling out to everyone as of right now. But it is, like I said, a little bit more on the controversial side just because, well, people are still kind of iffy on if they like this, if they dislike it, or if it's actually good at the end of the day. So we're going to talk about this, talk about the drama, kind of remind you guys of what it is, and as well, a little bit of a random news story over here too. If any of you guys, watch sports, I'm in Chicago, you got the good old Bears over here, and apparently, just random side note over here, they bought like a bajillion big, huge lot, kind of like right by my house, like relatively. So it's actually kind of cool. I think they're going to build the new stadium over there. So I don't know, a little random little tidbit over there. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. We may be doing a comfy stream up on Twitch, doing some Dead Space. We have Target links, Amazon links all down below, and let's dive into the news. So, in case you guys went and missed it, we actually had a few interesting things when it comes to Xbox news today. So there's been like this kind of cool carbon-aware update when it comes to these features, when it comes to the console. And this has been kind of controversial. When I first saw about this news, I kind of gave some of my own takes where I was like, well, it's not necessarily a bad idea per se, and I don't necessarily hate it, but it was a little bit on the weird. So essentially what it is like they are basically trying their best to make their console as like power efficient and being very carbon aware, like just basically making sure they know what's going on, how much energy is being used, and sometimes soft locking it, or as well trying to incentivize folks to not use as much power. And like I said, this actually had a lot of really big controversy before, because we had even this. People on Fox News, a lot of other articles and everything saying, yeah, this is like a woke Xbox. It's all stupid. What's going on for this? And they're saying like they're going for the children. One Fox News host precisely warned viewers about a new power saving function on the video game console. And we were just seeing people going all over the place. Now, I was in the same boat. Like, I don't want to say, oh, it was this hardcore. I was like, whatever, it's probably going to be a good thing at the end of the day, good for the environment. Like, I wasn't against it. But I also was a little bit on like well, it is a little bit weird to go and have like your console kind of, be controlled, or like what if for some other reason like you work nights, or I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of usually big tech companies kind of making decisions for you, but I do want to say I like the idea of it being like, trying to be more productive for the environment, more carbon neutral. I like that. I think that's cool. I mean, like, why not? Why not? So basically for this one, this was huge. A lot of people are against this. They were calling it woke. They were calling everything out here. And, well, people are saying this. For example, instead of your Xbox waking up during the nightly maintenance window at a random time between 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., your console will wake up at a time when you use the most renewable energy in your local energy grid. The company said this decreases fossil fuel dependency and CO2 emissions that could potentially save you money. I mean, like, at the end of the day, if it works good, I'm down. Like, you basically, like, use less power, means my power bill goes down. But I also have the same take of, well, at the end of the day, you're not really paying that much power for your Xbox that might be on idle. Versus, like, let's say a huge company, huge factories, or whatever it may go and be. But it's funny because a lot of people are, like, I'm indifferent. It's a console. Like, I don't care really at the end of the day. But these folks were very on top of this. Like, they're saying, like, first gas stoves, then your coffee. Now they're gutting for your Xbox, too. And all these folks are saying, like, what is going on with this as well. Just calling out Microsoft and everything on top of this, too, as well. They're basically saying, like, they're going for the kids. They're saying that everything's going woke. They're saying that everything's going against climate change. They're adding new features to default settings, and basically if Xbox is getting ruined, and, well, everything out there. So that's kind of the prior drama context, in case you guys are curious. Dude, I don't care at the end of the day. I kind of want to hear your thoughts on that one if you have to be nice and chill on this one. My kind of quick take is, yeah, I'd rather be in control of my console. If they took these things farther, like bigger steps, or like were inhibiting my gaming hours like they do in China, yeah, I think I'd care a lot more, because obviously, I'm not going to spend my own money and time, and I just wouldn't support that. But at the end of the day, I mean, like, I think you also might be able to go have different types of setting options and stuff to change it up, but it's just been controversial. So basically for this one, this February update is basically allowing folks to go and have this power saving option through Microsoft, and as well, the Google Home app as a touch remote for your system, interestingly enough. So as of right now, today, Microsoft has begun rolling out the new update for Xbox consoles. Among the more notable features in the February release ads is the carbon-aware one we just went into. So functionality, the company began testing this as of last month. When your Xbox has access to the internet, you can set it to schedule game, app, and operating system updates based on local carbon intensity data. So basically, it's like I said, if you're just in a local area, I don't know how they get this information or what it is, or maybe there's like power numbers. I mean, maybe someone smart in my chat, maybe it's an electrician or whatever. You guys can go and comment in the comment section down below. But bro, how does this, like, I don't even know. I mean, if they're doing this stuff all hands off and it actually is, like, at the end of the day, proven to be useful and successful, I'm cool with this. Like, I'm cool with that. But I'm not sure if also you guys saw the most recent Bing controversy, where that kind of leads me into, like, some of the skepticisms myself. Like, I'm not some, like, anti-woke guy over here. I don't care. Like, this is, like, a small power thing. But if you guys saw, Bing search engine was actually in, like, the news pretty heavily, kind of getting mocked by using the chat GBT, because basically people were trying to ask questions, and, like, literally the app itself didn't even know that it was 2023. Now, they were very adamant saying, no, you're dumb, it's 2022. It had like some weird AI sass. I don't know. I mean, maybe it could be fake, but everything I've seen up there is actually kind of trending quite a bit. And like, you kind of see these types of things when it comes to AI or just literally anything. Like, say, like YouTube. Sometimes YouTube will use its own algorithms. And in all honesty, they could maybe be right most of the times. But there actually has been a lot of times where it's, well, not. And that's why I think a lot of folks get a little bit concerned too, because if you give too much power out to things that control these really small things, it can escalate into something bigger. Now, once again, I want to reiterate, I'm not too invested in this. Like, I think at the end of the day, if it's done right, I think it's good. Like, I'm down with it. That's fine. But it's always scary too on like the limitation of the power of these big tech companies. You know, I mean, I don't know, maybe I sound crazy. So basically for this one though, they did say, according to Microsoft, doing so may lead to your console producing fewer carbon emissions, which at the end of the day is probably good, because it's programmed to download files when more renewable energy is likely available. It may also save you money on your electric bill, which is also, in theory, if that happens, good. But I feel like they'd probably just want to go and almost essentially push a lot on these late night hours, where it's like, 3 in the morning, you want to go and, well, I don't know, maybe just no one's online, everyone's usually asleep, or maybe a few people are randomly awake like me, late night degenerates, and like that's probably what's gonna happen. I mean, that's fine. I think that's not the biggest deal. I mean, I think you could still actively go and choose to go push if you guys want to. So basically, starting today, Xbox is the first console to offer carbon-aware game downloads and updates. Choose the energy settings that work the best for you. Learn more here. So basically, for every 2 consoles that switch to shutdown, energy saving for 1 year, we will save the equivalent amount of carbon removed by 1 tree planted and grown for a decade. And as you guys have kind of gone through maybe like the blog post or whatever, it's like they're just trying to go push for it, give you guys all the other updates and terms and all that stuff too as well, and they're just trying their best to decrease all the fossil fuels. So one thing though I do want to say before people get too crazy on it, you can actually choose what works best for you though, which I think is a nice like middle ground, and you can adjust your settings at any time. So it's not like crazy, which is also I think good. So shutdown energy saving cuts power use up by 20% when it's off compared to the sleep power option. For every 2 consoles that switch to shutdown, energy saving for 1 year will save the equivalent amount of carbon removed by 1 tree planted and grown for a decade. This is based on the average of Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One consoles on shutdown, energy saving for 20 hours per day for 1 year. Actual energy savings and avoided emissions may vary by console and other factors using greenhouse gas equivalency calculator over there. So basically for this one too, they have a few other various updates as well. You can also hide game art too while selecting titles, and they're just doing a few little other various big updates. And also same thing too with the Google Home app as a touch remote control for your Xbox console. So they've had a chance to go and do things with like voice commands before, doing things with Google Assistant, and now they actually had a chance to partner with Google, so you can basically use the Google app home screen for basically a touch remote for your Xbox console, which is actually kind of nifty and cool with that. They also have some cool new experiments as well with jumping to parties with your friends, where basically have a chance to experiment with some of these different experiences to make it easy to jump back into a party with your friends. As they say, as they roll it out, a random subset of users will be able to give it a try. So they've had a chance to go and do a lot of these brand new options, such as the energy saving and all these other various little small updates, and I think it's like a slow rollout as of right now. I don't think everyone has this brand new Microsoft Carbon update as of right this second, but I think it should be kind of rolling out throughout almost everyone, and like today is like the first technical day that most folks out there should be able to go use it. So, I don't know, I kind of want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. It seems like it's kind of a weird take to have. I don't think it's that bad, but I mean, I don't know, I kind of want to hear your thoughts and Thomas too. Now, as well, I also had other big things too, where Xbox actually had even more perks for the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members over here, interestingly enough, and you guys can get some cool more stuff for free. Kind of like the same thing with like Amazon Prime and other various things as well. So that Apex games ready for battle with the Supercharger thing, so basically Apex little like custom things, custom Madden things, multiverse MVP drops, Fantasy Star Online New Genesis, which was cool for about 2 days, and one of my favorite random games that I don't really ever talk about because I played a lot and then I just never touch it again, Super Animal Royale, one of the cutest random BR games out there. So it looks like Xbox had a pretty good, interesting news day with all this brand new stuff and all the carbon features as well. So like I said, do you guys care? I mean, we're seeing people calling this out. We've had a lot of controversy behind it already. And like I said, at the end of the day, for me, sorry, I'm losing my voice. At the end of the day, for me, I don't really care. As long as it's like not like messing with my control or my console too much, and as long as it's kind of done well, I just feel like it's just probably them trying to focus on doing downloads and stuff late at night and going from there. So I want to hear your thoughts and comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below, Amazon links all down below for the consoles, and I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place.